1.5 furlongs. And the 7-2 favourite, the one we heard about from Shane Graves on board Zorawar. He's been in great form, as I say. It's his 7th run of the year. He's won a couple of races. He's been placed more often than not, really. Finished, just got beaten 3/4 of a length by Brexit Means Brexit. What a name for a horse of Richard Hannon's. And looked to be going best a furlong out. Looked, if you stop the action a furlong out, Zorawar looked to be the most likely winner, but just got run out of it in the end. But it was another good run. Anif is an interesting one of Dave Evans's, a course and distance winner. Run here quite a lot, but only won a claimer. I'd have thought this was be a bit tougher. So Anif, I would not be so keen on personally. An outsider I thought could run well, a horse that's coming back from being gelded, is number 10 Gazan, who's now with Kevin Frost, was with Clive Cox. This is his 4th run for Kevin Frost, and I thought his last run was probably his best run. He got beaten just over 4 lengths when he was over course and distance in a Class 5 race, faded in the final furlong, ran quite well. So if the chop has done him, had a beneficial effect, I think he could run well. On the right of the picture, going in the Anthony Britton colours, is Beat by Beat by Beat, who was a course and distance winner here last summer, back in August. Just had a couple of runs since. Finished behind Captain Pugwash, who's another one who would have a bit of a chance when they last met. We heard briefly about the captain from Liam Canary, trained by his sister-in-law Steph, who's married to Liam's brother Barry. Here's Martin.
To race over an extended 9 furlongs for the Betway Handicap Stakes. Deadly Accurate amongst the first to show, with Anif and Baston Hill coming down the centre. Iconic Girl tucks in behind. Movie Star moving up on the outside to be Handy. Captain Pugwash pursues the leaders from the inside as they complete the first 1/4 of a mile. Zorawar is held up just further back than midfield in advance of a chased along Tangram. Jack of Diamonds, the Eagle's Nest and Gazan follow. And Beat by Beat by Beat will have to pass all her rivals to win from there. Baston Hill and Anif now dispute the running, having both gone past Deadly Accurate, who runs 3rd. Movie Stars are close 4th as they level off to race down the back. The leading quartet have a 2-length break on Captain Pugwash and Iconic Girl, followed by Tangram and Zorawar, and then the Eagle's Nest and Jack of Diamonds, and then Gazan upsides Beat by Beat by Beat. A good 10 lengths front to back. They're halfway down the far side, and Neef and Gina Mangan just in front of Baston Hill and Fergus Sweeney. Deadly Accurate shaken up in a share of 3rd with Movie Star. Iconic Girl and Captain Pugwash round out the front half dozen, who are followed out of the back straight by the strong travelling Zorawar and Tangram, on whom Robert Winston's been at work for a long way. Less than 3 to go. Anif has moved on by a couple of lengths as they approach the 1/4 mile pole. Baston Hill, Movie Star 2nd and 3rd. Deadly Accurate, Iconic Girl, Captain Pugwash travelling, but has 5 lengths to find, and Anif has slipped them off the home turn. Anif with just over a furlong to go by 3 lengths to Baston Hill and Movie Star. Captain Pugwash, Iconic Girl and Zorawar are running on, but they're well inside the final furlong. Anif is still 3 lengths clear. Movie Star wandering about to go 2nd. Zorawar's finishing off strongly, but Anif, under an enterprising Gina Mangan, wins it well. Movie Star ran 2nd, tight for 3rd between the always prominent Baston Hill and the running on Zorawar, with Captain Pugwash, Iconic Girl and Gazan behind them.
That was a very, very comprehensive win by Anif, who I thought maybe that claiming win wasn't good enough, but it certainly was. Gina Mangan had a really unassailable lead turning into the home straight. I know sometimes they fold in the home straight, but no chance of Anif doing that, who's been in good form, won a couple of runs ago, and then finished 3rd here over course and distance last time, and has won very easily. Movie Star has run a good race in 2nd place. First run for Amy Murphy, came over from Germany, from Andreas Vola's stable. And in 3rd, I think we'll find Baston Hill has finished 3rd, and Zorawar was in 4th. But looking at the head on there, you can see well clear, and she doesn't look round, just gives a couple of slaps, 3, just keeping Anif up to his work, and he's done the job very, very comprehensively indeed. That's his 4th career win, one on the turf at Ripon, but 2 wins now at Wolverhampton, 1 at Lingfield, and paying his way. That's what it's all about. And a winner for Gina Mangan, who could be in for a good season, £7 claimer, and she's with Dave Evans, and he gives a lot of support to female riders and claiming riders as a whole. So well done to Gina, and I'll have a word with her in a moment. And owned by Dave and Emma Evans. So a victory for the Evanses with Anif, very easy as well.
Lovely shots of Anif striding in splendid isolation to the winning post under Gina. He was the only sort of, I suppose, Basin Hill can go forward as well, but Anif was the sort of out-and-out horse that was likely to lead. And Gina very much left alone on the front end. I know that Zorawar, they're probably wanting to hold him up a little bit more because he tends to not find very much when he gets to the front. But everyone else caught further back, and she's got the job done.
Caught napping, absolutely. If you were held up there, I think you had very little chance whatsoever. It was just one of those where they quickened it halfway and there were a few traffic problems. Again, we've seen that. But they really came for this in the market, didn't they? 3-1 favourite. It was around about 11-2 when I saw you earlier in the studio. So, plenty of late money for this. There were a couple of eye catchers. I think Iconic Girl, you give her another chance, wouldn't you? She's a bit free early and she's bred to want this sort of trip or even a little bit further. And looking at that, she's learning her trade and I might even go over a stiffer test. Zorawar, they did try to do things differently and hold on to him, which you can understand. But he needs them to come back to him. They weren't going to do that tonight.
Yes, and Movie Star for me would be the one to take out of the race, and her first start for Amy Murphy, the ex-German raider, the daughter of Soldier Hollow. Definitely one to watch for next time. We're going to take a short break here on Sky Sports Racing.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
Stay with me, my love. I hope you'll always be right here by my side. If ever I need you, oh my love, I will follow you. Follow me all the days and nights that we know will be.
Breyer's 340-calorie ice cream. You'll need new ways to be naughty.
Yes, she thought, laying down her brush in extreme fatigue. I have had my vision.
Your heart beats like an engine, a 1-horsepower engine, but magical lucky shoes are nailed to your feet. So when that gun is fired, you run. If you see a jump, you jump.
And you do not drop your driver. He's a very burly man. You cannot lose. I'm backing you to win by a length, or at least a width.
Don't bet silly, bet savvy.
Get £10 in free bets with the Coral Bet and Get Club when you stake £25 or more each week. The smart money's on Coral.
Cancer doesn't care who you are. It doesn't discriminate.